Imagine this: no movies, no TikToks, no YouTube, no Netflix, no way to see life, emotions, or stories unfold in motion. A world without video. Hard to believe, right? But once upon a time, this was reality. The magic of video, the thing that keeps us entertained, connected, and inspired, didn't exist. So, how did it all begin? How did we go from sketches and photographs to the vibrant, high-definition videos we see today? This is the story of how video was invented, a journey filled with genius minds, groundbreaking experiments, and the relentless human desire to capture life itself. Let's dive in. Before video, humans had one simple desire: to capture motion. Thousands of years ago, early humans painted animals on cave walls, adding extra legs to suggest movement. It was the first attempt to bring life to still images. Fast forward thousands of years, and artists started experimenting with optical illusions. Enter the zoetrope, a spinning cylinder with images inside. When spun, it created the illusion of motion. It was simple, fascinating, and the first step toward what we now call video. But back then, these were just toys, fun distractions. No one could imagine what would come next. The year was 1878, and a man named Edward Muybridge was about to make history. It all started with a bet. You see, people had been debating whether all four of a horse's hooves leave the ground when it gallops. Muybridge wanted to prove it, and he did. In the most ingenious way possible, he set up 12 cameras along a racetrack, each triggered by the horse as it ran by. The result? A series of photos that, when played in sequence, showed the horse in motion. For the first time ever, humans had captured life in movement. Muybridge didn't just settle a debate, he laid the foundation for video as we know it today. Now you might be wondering, how does this all work? Well, video is basically an optical illusion. It's a series of still images called frames that are played back so quickly, your brain thinks it's seeing motion. Think of a flip book. You flip the pages fast enough, and suddenly, a drawing comes to life. That's the science behind video. But to turn this science into something practical, we needed technology. And that's where things get really exciting. By the late 1800s, inventors around the world were trying to figure out how to capture and play back motion. One of the biggest names in this race, Thomas Edison. In 1891, Edison and his team created the kinetoscope, a box-like device that let one person at a time watch short films through a peephole. It was groundbreaking, but there was a problem. It wasn't meant for large audiences. Meanwhile, in France, two brothers Auguste and Louis Lumière were working on something even bigger. In 1895, they unveiled the cinematograph, a device that could record, develop, and project motion pictures onto a screen. That same year, they held the world's first public film screening. Their film, Workers Leaving the Lumière Factory, was just 46 seconds long, but it changed the world forever. Suddenly, video wasn't just a device, it was an experience, something to be shared with others. In the early 1900s, video became a storytelling tool. Silent films took the world by storm, with stars like Charlie Chaplin using exaggerated expressions and physical comedy to tell stories. There was no sound, no dialogue, just visuals and music. And audiences loved it. But as much as people loved silent films, they wanted more. They wanted to hear the laughter, the voices, the drama. And that's when the next big breakthrough arrived. In 1927, a movie called The Jazz Singer changed everything. It was the first film with synchronized sound, and for the first time, audiences could hear actors speak, sing, and laugh. Video had found its voice, but there was still one thing missing: color. Early experiments with hand-tinting film reels were clumsy, but by the 1930s, color technology had advanced. Movies like The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind brought vibrant, lifelike visuals to the big screen. Video was no longer just a novelty, it was a full sensory experience. In the 1950s, video took its next big leap: television. Suddenly, people didn't have to go to a theater to watch moving pictures. They could enjoy them from the comfort of their own homes. Families gathered around tiny black and white screens to watch live broadcasts, sitcoms, and world events. And video wasn't just entertainment, it was history. Think of the moon landing in 1969, broadcast live to millions of viewers. Video connected people in a way that nothing else could. The invention of videotape in the 1950s made it possible to record and replay video at home. VHS tapes ruled the 80s and 90s, but soon, DVDs and digital formats made video sharper and more accessible. And then came the internet. In 2005, YouTube was born, and video changed forever. Suddenly, anyone with a camera and an internet connection could share their story with the world. Viral videos, tutorials, vlogs. Video became a way for everyday people to connect, create, and inspire. And with smartphones, video became more portable and accessible than ever before. So, what's next for video? The future is already here. Virtual reality is letting us step inside videos, creating fully immersive experiences. Augmented reality is blending the digital world with the physical one. And AI is revolutionizing video creation, allowing anyone to create professional quality content with just a few clicks. But no matter how video evolves, one thing remains the same: its power to tell stories, to connect us, and to capture the beauty of life in motion. And now, it's your turn. What will you create? Whether it's a TikTok, a vlog, or a full-length film, your story matters. If you enjoyed this journey through the history of video, give this video a like, subscribe for more storytelling content, and let us know in the comments what's your favorite moment in video history. Thanks for watching.